I'm excited today to talk a little bit more about e-commerce, as we've just heard, specifically, though, with respect to direct selling. Now, some might say we're in another one of those periods where we aren't really pushing things forward. And so today I want to talk specifically about some of the ways that we think you can create a really world-class e-commerce solution. So my name is Gary Fitzgerald, the CEO at Exigo, and you guys are familiar with Exigo. We've been around the industry a long time. And now, as I go around and talk to my customers, it's become clear that one thing they're looking for some help for is really how do we grow our businesses? So what are the options? Well, you can do it yourself. And we have a few customers who have taken on that task of building out their own e-commerce solutions. And they've done a fantastic job and they're very happy. But most of the customers I talk to say, look, we're not technology companies, right? We don't want to use our time, energy, and resources building out technical tools. We want to focus on our products and helping our distributors. And so for those customers, there's a couple other options. Certainly you can turn to some turnkey solutions, and there's plenty out there. Shopify is the biggest, and again, we have some customers who use Shopify and have some good experiences. But we also have a bunch of customers who say there's some challenges there. And we have a few advantages as well, because we actually have a fully integrated solution that has access to all your data. And I'll point out where that can become an advantage as well. So what does a better solution look like? Well, let me walk through a few key things that you should be thinking about as you consider what your next e-commerce platform is. First off, as we talked about, you're global in nature. So even our smallest customers at Exigo are typically operating outside of just North America. And our largest customers, our enterprise customers on average, are in at least 25 markets, right? So this is immediately one of those places where some of the turnkey solutions start to struggle a little bit. They do really well in one or two markets, but as you introduce all of this additional operational complexity, they start to struggle a little bit, right? So look for solutions that aren't going to add operational complexity or costs. We talked about global, let's talk about local. Increasingly, customers have an expectation when they come to your website that you offer them some form of personalization, but not every solution has the flexibility to be able to actually support that. So we think that you need to be looking for a solution that allows you to create one global website. However, it needs to have the flexibility to be able to swap out individual components at a local market level, right? This actually, for your businesses, becomes a necessary requirement because you know that you need to maintain compliance in each one of those markets. And so in order for you to make sure that you're meeting those regulatory and tax requirements, you need to be able to have that kind of flexibility. Now, I've always been a big believer that data wants to be free. And what we found is sometimes these solutions create walled gardens, right? These are places where it's really critical for an e-commerce solution to be able to connect with the rest of your software, right? This is what allows you, with a fully integrated solution, to actually scale up very quickly. Now, what we've heard from our customers is sometimes platform lock-in becomes a real challenge. All of this creates additional operational risk to your solution. You want to make sure that you're looking for a solution that offers an open API. Open APIs really reduce friction, right? This allows you to be able to be really nimble and act with speed. So if there's changes in a market, if there's changes in technology, you can adapt very quickly. Now, you might want to look for a solution that comes with built-in templates, right? There's a couple real advantages to these templates. We found that using a templated solution can increase speed to market by 40 to 50%, right? So that certainly helps to get you up and running much quicker. But in addition, the very best tools to allow you to have non-technical users make changes and adjustments to that website, meaning that you can have your marketing team go in and make changes and not rely on professional services, certainly lowering the cost overall. And finally, attribution and AI. Right? These are very key and current topics. And this is one of those places where a fully unified system has some real advantages, right? Because that system's unified and it already understands all of your genealogy, right? It allows you to be able to go in and track all of your distributor activities in real time. We can take that information and feed it into AI, where AI can then go and analyze not just the genealogy, but because it's an integrated system, it also has access to all your sales and transaction data, all your rank information and payouts. This gives you the ability to forecast future behavior, right? So you might be able to know and understand when a product is about to trend, right? You can even go in and prompt a distributor and nudge them with a personalized message for them to be able to go in and take activity, right? And all of this moves you from the place where you're being reactive to truly predictive operations. I can tell you at Exigo, right, we haven't just been thinking about all these problems, right? We've actually been solving for them. And if you'll indulge me for just 1 minute, we'd like you to meet the new Exigo Experience Builder. It's a shopping platform that's been purpose-built for direct selling that fits into a fully integrated ecosystem. It's been designed specifically to help you grow your businesses. We're also introducing our mobile companion app called Engage. Right? This is a field enablement app that, again, has been designed and optimized on that same technology stack for you to go in and help grow your businesses. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. We appreciate it, and let's build your next experience together. Thank you.